Okay. Hi friends, welcome to Edward. So this is our lecture number 2. Okay. In our first lecture we already complete electrical lightning system. Okay. That means various electrical lightning and their applications. Okay. And on this lecture we will see the electrical installation, and from the installation basically from the wiring side, means in which area we will prefer which type of wiring. So we will start with MCQ and related concept. Now let us move. This is our first question. Question is, the thickness of the conductive wire is identified in. It means what? When we are choosing the particular wire for a particular application, for a particular wiring system or particular load, what kind of thickness we are decide, and that particular thickness is measured in which way. Okay, what is the first option? Wire gauge. That is okay, we are using wire gauge to identify the thickness of the conductor. Micrometer, it is also okay because we have seen the in different wire it is written as 0.5 mm or 0.35, 0.75 mm, like this, it is in micrometers. Scales also is available. Clear? So what is the answer? Answer is option number D. All of these above are useful for the measuring the conductive wire. Now see, this is how it looks. This is the one kind of standard wire gauge, and these slots are identified with different marking, and these slots decide what is the thickness of the wire. Clear? So move to next question. Wiring is depends upon. Wiring is depends upon means what? For a particular area or for a particular application, what will be the wiring type? Clear? We have different various number of wiring type. Okay, and that particular type will be decided by both the option location and consumer. It is okay because location means what? If it is acidic area or high temperature area, your wiring system will be different. If it is a dry area, your wiring system will be different, and depend upon the consumer also. Consumer, what the particular consumer required, accordingly also you have to decide the wiring. Move to second option, duration and cost. It means what? For what particular period of time you want to install the wiring, and accordingly we have to decide the duration, and also cost matter. Suppose a contractor don't want to invest a heavy cost on the wiring, then you have to go for the very economical cost wiring. Clear? And this is most important, safety and appearance. Clear? Now safety is also very important while you are deciding the wiring type, and appearance is also one of the important key factors. So answer is all of the above. Clear? Now here is the types of the wiring. As I said, first one is the clad wiring, and this is most economical wiring, but thing is this is outdated one. Casing and capping, we all know the casing and capping we are using. Batten wiring, okay, that batten wiring was used previously also. Lead siege wiring and conduit wiring. Nowadays this particular conduit wiring is highly used. Clear? Okay, now next question. Our next question is types of the internal wiring in domestic installation. It means that in our home what kind of wire we are using. Okay, now move to option. First one is clad wiring. Yes, it was used previously. CTS and TRS are comes under batten wiring, so it is also used previously. PVC wiring, nowadays also it is used in home, shop, anywhere. So answer is all of the above. Now move to next question. Our next question is, which type of wiring is uses insulated cables supported in porcelain. Insulated cables supported in porcelain, it is used by only clad wire. It is used in clad wire. So answer is option number A. Move to next question. Which type of wiring is recommended only for temporary installation? Temporary installation means is always preferred for clay wiring. It means what, for a construction site or where you need to be installed wiring for a 1 or 2 days. In that case, you go for the clay wiring. Okay. Now see, these are the points related to clay wiring. Okay. Basically, this wiring is consist of BIR and PVC insulated wires. BIR means vulcanized Indian rubber and or PVC polyvinyl chloride insulated wires. Clear? This wire is temporary. As I said, this is temporary and not suitable for domestic wiring. Why is this not suitable for domestic wiring? Because see here, that particular wires are live wire. Clear? And these are very dangerous. So this is not recommended for domestic wiring. Clear? Now it is system is out of dated, as I told. It is nowadays it is not used. It has two part. One is base, another is cap. See what is base here? Now see, these wires are the wire are supported with or just placed on a particular wooden platform, and this wooden platform known as the base. Clear? And these white parts are known as cap. Means what, to hold all these three wires we need cap, and these caps are screwed tightly. Clear? So it has two parts. One is base, another is cap. So as I told, base is support to the wire and cap is used to fix the wire. The plate is available in two way. It means that if it is a single phase system, that is only phase and neutral, then you have only two-way system. It is a three-way system or four-way system. Clear? Okay, move to next question. Our next question is, the plate wiring should be always above the floor level of. It means that from the floor level, wiring should be at a minimum distance of 2.5 meter. Clear? It means suppose this is the floor or this is the wall and this is the floor. Your wiring should be a distance of 2.5 meter. Clear? And these are some basic points which is need to be remembered. As I said, as from the question, the height of the wiring should be above 2.5 meter from the floor. This is very important, and this is a previous year question. The plate should not be fixed more than 60 cm from the edge other. Now see what it means. It means what? Suppose this is the plate wire and this is another plate wire. Clear? The distance between these two wires should not be more than 60 cm. Should not be more than 60 centimeter. Clear? What is the next point? If the wires are crossed to each other, you have to put an insulated bridge. It means what? Suppose this is one wire is coming, this is another wire is coming. In between these two, okay, in between these two, you need to put certain insulated bridge. Means you have to isolate this wire and another this wire. Clear? If the wiring need to pass any wall, porcelain pipe must be used. It means that if you want to pass a particular wire from one room to another room through the wall, making a deep hole in wall, so you have to use the porcelain pipe. Clear? This wire is not recommended installed near the water and gas line because these wire are bare conductor wire, so it is very open to the user, so it is very highly risky in water area or gas area because it very highly sensitive to catch the fire. Clear? Move to next question. And the next question is, plates shall be fixed a distance not greater than at a regular interval of time. It means what is the minimum distance? What is the distance between these two plates? Like as said, 60 centimeter. Which type of cable are used in plate wiring? I already said that is vulcanized Indian rubber and polyvinyl chloride are both are used in plate wiring. So answer is option number C. Okay. Now move to next question. Next question is CTS and TRS. CTS and TRS wires is used in which wiring? The CTS, as I told it previously, CTS and TRS is a part of the pattern wiring. Okay, CTS means what? Cab tire seat wiring, and TRS means what? Tough rubber seat wiring. Okay, so these two are the part of the button wiring. Now some basic points related to button wiring. This type of wiring is installed on a wooden batten. Means what? On a wood platform, that particular wiring system is installed. Like see, this is the wooden platform, clear, and these are the wire are installed over the particular wooden platform. Clear? So this wire is free from the moisture and acidic and alkali. Clear? These are all where are free from the moisture. Getting, but the only problem is it is a very appearance is very bad. Clear? And it is passes through the wall. Installation is very easy, required a small space, and this is unsuitable for the hot places or open to the direct sun because these wires are very open to the user, so we cannot place in hot places because it will easily catches the flyer. So, and it is used in shop houses and other big buildings. Actually, this is a old method of wiring. In old building, we can see this particular type of wiring, and this particular wiring is installed in 2.3 meter above the ground. Okay, remember, batten wiring is used in 2.3 meter above, and plate wiring is 2.5 meter above. Move to next question. Which wiring is free from the moisture acidic alkali? As I said, batten wiring. And in next question, which wiring was applicable in damp places, soft cold area? That is batten wiring. Okay. Now move to next question. Our next question is, which wiring is capable to sustain mechanical injury? Mechanical injury means it can sustain any kind of mechanical forces. Now come to the option. As I said, plate wiring cannot sustain mechanical forces. Batten wiring cannot sustain because these are placed on a wooden platform. Now casing and capping, this is also not able to sustain the mechanical forces. Clear? So left one is option number C, lead sheath wiring, which is specially designed to sustain the mechanical forces. So answer is option number C. Now these are the basic points related to lead sheath wiring. As I said, this is similar to the batten wiring. The only difference is instead of CTS and TRS wire, we are using a lead sheath wire. Clear? And the function of the lead is here to protect against mechanical forces, and it is waterproof, so it can be installed in damp places. Clear? So it is free from the heat, sun, fire and rain, so it can be used in most environmental condition. Remember, this particular lead sheath wiring can be used any kind of worst environmental condition. Clear? And so it is very expensive. And in opposite to this one, plate wiring is very economical or cheap. So it required essential earthing because this particular wiring, see, it has a metallic path, so we need a proper earthing. Okay, as it has a mechanical path, there is a possibility of leakage current. So these two are disadvantages of the particular wiring system. Now next question is, which wiring is most expensive? As I said, lead sheath is the most expensive one. Okay, now see, till now we discussed only the lead sheath, so from the option we can say lead sheath is the most expensive, but if in your option conduit wiring is present, then conduit wiring will be the more expensive. Getting? Now move to next question. Which wiring is free from the heat, fire and sun ray? As I said, lead cell wiring will be free from all these environmental conditions. Okay. Now move to next question. Which wiring is applicable in workshop, go down and factories? It means what? Workshop, go down and factories, what kind of wiring will should be used? Okay. Now move with option. Let's see, there is a probability we can use battery wiring. It is outdated one. Casing and capping you can use, but this is a little bit older method. Now next one is leaf seed. Is what happened to leaf seed? It is not suitable for the acidic area. Okay. So what happened to this particular factories? Maybe factories have some chemical factory. So from that point of view, this particular lead seed is not applicable to acidic. So the rest one is conduit wiring. Conduit wiring is useful for the workshop, go down and factories. So these are the basic points related to conduit pipe wiring. This particular wiring is suitable for go down workshop, etc. Means chemical factories also you can use for this, useful for this particular wiring. It is a two type. One is a light gauge conduit pipe, another is heavy gauge conduit pipe. Light gauge conduit pipe means what? The thickness of the particular pipe is little bit lesser as compared to second one. So light gauge conduit pipe is suitable where the fire is safety and mechanical force is the main issue. Remember, fire and mechanical issues, if it is a main factor, then you have to go for this particular light gauge. Okay, heavy gauge conduit pipe is suitable only for the surface as well as concealed wiring. Means what? You have to keep the wiring, you have to drill the particular wall, and through that drill you have to insert the particular pipe. In these cases, we are using the heavy gauge, and these are wiring is this wiring are proof from fireproof, waterproof, and mechanical is high strength. Clear? And this is more costlier. Remember, this is more costlier than the lead sheath wiring. So 2 points are important here. These are used for the workshop, government factories. It is of two types, light gauge and heavy gauge. Light gauge is only considered where mechanical safety and fire safety is important. Okay. Move to next question. Which is applicable where the cost and mechanical safety is main consideration? Light gauge. Mechanical safety is main consideration. This is how the particular conduit pipe wiring looks like. If the mechanical force and fire safety is important, as I said, light gauge conduit pipe is there, wiring is there, and this comes under conduit wiring. So option number C is correct. Now move to next question. Which wiring is applicable to hospital high precision workplaces? Remember, in hospital or high precision workplaces, which wiring is preferred? Okay. Now see, in hospitals, what happens? We required the wiring which should not be open to the user. So from that point of view, we required or we need duct wiring. Okay, duct wiring or also known as concealed wiring, which is useful for the hospital and high precision work. Okay. Now, what are the points related to duct wiring? For this wiring, we require groups. Groups are made on the wall or floor as per the wiring diagram. Okay. Then conduit wiring is placed inside the groups. It means what? Suppose this is the wall. It is required to make the groups, and inside the groups you have to keep the wires. Clear? You have to keep the number of wires. Okay. Now what happens? Doing so, these wires are hidden inside the wall or inside a roof. So these are not directly access to the user. So there is a safety factor is key role here. Clear? Now The appearance of this wiring is very good because, as I said, these wirings are inside the wall, so the appearances or looks are very good. It is less expensive than the conduit wiring. Clear? It is required highly skilled technician because without unskilled, if you deal it with unskilled technician, it may be fault occur, maybe chances of incident occur. So it requires a highly skilled technician. Possibilities of leakage current is there, so earthing is highly essential. Okay, so this is the important factor. In case of duct or concealed wiring, earthing is highly recommended, and this is applicable in hospital, drawing room. Nowadays everywhere we are using the particular duct or concealed wiring. Clear? Now see, move to next question. Tumbler switches are made up of. Tumbler switch is a kind of switch which is made up of backlight. Nowadays most of the controlling element, most of the controlling switches, maybe relay, contactor, any kind of switches, they are mostly made up of backlight. The minimum cross-sectional area of a copper conductor used for light fan purposes. Okay, the minimum cross-sectional area is 1 millimeter mm square. It means that if you want to do wiring for light and bulb purposes, you have to use the 1 mm square meter of square mm gauge of wire. Now move to next question. The next question is the minimum cross-sectional area of an aluminum conductor used for light and fan. Okay, used for light and fan. Now see, in previous question the conductor was copper, now it is the conductor is aluminum. So for aluminum it is 1.5 mm square, but for copper it is 1 mm square. Clear? So remember, this 1 mm square is for copper and this 1.5 mm square is for aluminum. Now move to next question. What is the minimum cross-sectional area for a copper conductor? Now it is again copper conductor used for the power sub-circuit. For power sub-circuit, conductor should be 1.5 mm square. Clear? The minimum cross-sectional area of a copper conductor used in power sub-circuit. Now it is again copper. Sorry, it is a mistake. Instead of copper, this is actually aluminum. So minimum cross-sectional area of aluminum used for power circuit is 2.5 meter, 2.5 mm. Okay. As per the ISI standard or IS standard, what should be the height of the wall socket? What is the wall socket height? This is the last year previous question. That is 1.3 meter. This is the minimum height which should be maintained for wall socket, 1.3 meter. Now these are the important points. If you use a single pole switch, it will be 1.5 meter. Wall socket 1.3 meter. Button wiring 2.3 meter. Ceiling fan 2.75 meter. Power wall socket 0.33 meter. So you just remember all this particular note and these 3 to 4 questions related to minimum distance from the floor. Clear? So this is all about the electrical installation and wiring part. Any doubt, you just post your doubt, and any question you have, you just post in comment section. Till then, keep watching and keep subscribing. Thank you.